What's up guys, it's Matt back with another video. Today we're going to take a brief look at this guy right here. This is the Ilano 2-in-1 battery charger for Fujifilm NP235 batteries, and whatever they're called, the ones for the Fujifilm X-H2S and stuff like that, the bigger, newer Fujifilm batteries. This thing actually fits two of those batteries in the top right there. It has its own internal battery, and it also has two USB-C ports that are both in and out ports, so you can charge the internal battery with this with USB-Cs, and you can also like charge your phone from it like a regular power bank. I honestly thought this was a super cool idea from Ilano, so whenever they reached out and asked me if I wanted to check this out in a video, I decided sure. But I have to be honest, outside of just the idea of it and the concept itself, this thing is just, I kind of feel pretty neutral about it. So I do like that it has the in and out ports, so I actually do regularly use this as a power bank to charge my phone. So if you're actually going to be using this as a camera battery charger throughout your day, you're most likely a professional photographer or videographer. You're going to be going through multiple batteries, so you're shooting some sort of long form shoot, and you might not have the ability to actually set up a charging station and plug in somewhere. That's where this is going to come in handy. But I would say a professional in that situation most likely is going to have multiple batteries, and unfortunately in my experience using this thing, you can pretty much only charge two, maybe 2.5 batteries from empty to full from Fujifilm before this internal battery in this thing is completely dead. And at that point it almost begs the question if it's more cost effective to just buy some extra batteries and bring those along. This thing sells for about $100, and I do actually have offerings that will charge Sony batteries, I believe Canon, and they're probably bringing Nikon into the equation too. So no matter the kind of camera that you have, they have an offering that will charge the batteries for your camera. But really it comes down to if it's more worth it for you just to spend that $100 on buying two extra batteries versus getting two battery charges out of this thing. The Fujifilm WP235 batteries, whatever they're called, I can never remember the name, they cost about $60 each, I believe, for a first party one from Fujifilm. So you could get two of those for $120, or you could buy this and get two charges for $100. But that's ultimately up to you. If you are a photographer on a budget and you don't want to own a million camera batteries, maybe this is a better option for you. In terms of build quality, this thing is actually kind of big, so you do need to make room for this in your camera bag, and it is going to be significantly more room than just bringing along two extra batteries. But it does have this one button on here. When you click that, it tells you the battery percentage of the internal battery for this, and if you do have batteries inside charging, it will tell you on either side of that number what the status of that is. And then you just have this door on top. It just has this pretty, I'd say kind of a cheap latch, to be honest, and sometimes when you just drop a battery in there and you close the door, it doesn't start charging right away. The door doesn't secure the battery super well, so you have to kind of push down, make sure that's charging, close this, and maybe like leave it upright and not set it upside down where there's a possibility it could come unconnected because there's a floating hair. Because this door doesn't really secure the batteries onto the charging mechanism super well. That's pretty much my thoughts on this. I just thought I'd make a super quick video. It's a really cool concept, but I think for future improvements, this could be a lot more impressive if it could charge more like 5 battery charges. And maybe that's just not where battery technology is at. I'm not personally an engineer, and I don't know the intricacies of what it takes to charge. I mean, I know that the 235 batteries from Fujifilm are pretty high capacity when it comes to a battery. I know it was a significant upgrade from the previous battery. And this thing, it has to have an even bigger battery to be able to charge those batteries in it. So maybe in a couple years, as battery technology progresses and they make an iteration of this that can charge 5 camera batteries, this would be a lot more interesting offer. But I think for right now, it honestly might be a better value for money to just buy those extra batteries. But Ilano is getting close to tipping that scale where the value is, in the near future, I think would be better to get something like this than spend all that extra money, especially on first party batteries, which are particularly expensive. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you got something out of it. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this idea. Do you think this is a cool idea? Do you think it's more worth it just to buy some extra batteries? Do you think you see a near future where this will be able to charge 5, 10? I don't know what the limit is going to be with battery technology, but do you think there's a near future where this will be a more compelling offer? Let me know, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Peace.